Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Duvernay on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. That was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
You can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now here's Williams. Back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Gronk, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense, but this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? The key on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Jr., a.k.a. airplane mode. 2 of the top players in the league, Alan Devlin as the bounce bros. Do you like the nickname bounce bros?
Hand off to the back. Really stopped him. Let's talk about that effort.
These running backs love getting to the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
There's going to be a lot of alley-oops and a lot of dunks.
All right, the bounce bros is here to stay for now. Next up, Lakers forward Rui Hachimura.
You set it down for him at the 38.
He's back in Japan. He was working out with some sumo wrestlers today. Well, this trip is a back report, and should you and I have to still look at it? Absolutely not the answer for us. And yeah.
Off the play fake, Williams. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Williams to throw on 1st. He set up the screen. Here's a Dunze. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Roma Dunze touchdown. Some sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, just defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
I'm looking at the Spurs and I'm looking at Victor Wembanyama. We're talking about when you start comparing them and saying the greatest prospect since LeBron James was
Santos now for the extra point.
LeBron James' third year, he checked that week and got into the
Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Connects with his back. Aaron Jones. Jukes the defender. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill in the Bears territory. One picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They've got a man in motion. On play action now. McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on.
This was the most difficult, as you see in their trying to guard Nikola Jokic, the most difficult, the scariest series they ever faced. If we're looking at teams that aren't just going to make the playoffs, but have the ability to maybe even take it to OKC, I'm looking at Denver as that group. The West, though, I think you got it super wild. Super wild. We still have a ton to get to.
New set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy fires out wide. Complete. He gets this down at the 13-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Play action, McCarthy. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No look at his 1st look of the game, and it's going to be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And the throw here for McCarthy. Running a screen now for Jones. A solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
McCarthy on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Play action. It's McCarthy. And he rips this one out over the back of the end zone. incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Jones. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Reichert on for the point after. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Vikings tie us up 28-all. Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our third quarter. As this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Bears and this running back headed back out for a new series. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series.
There's a feeling you get when the monsters come, and all you can do is save yourself.
Alien Earth is a remarkable achievement. Don't miss FX's Alien Earth. Premieres August 12th on FX, Hulu, and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Has reported that because they want to maintain flexibility, seeing what this team is before making those commitments to Trey. But it feels like we kind of know what this team is now. We do also know who Trey Young is, right? Trey has consistently increased his assist totals each season of his career, and he led the NBA this season to over 11 a game on the way to making his fourth.
You know, Kip, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They moved the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
And even with that, postseason success, of course, was eluded Young and the Hawks largely in their time together. They did make the 2021 Eastern Conference Finals.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A 1-yard gain on the play. And the fourth down call pays off as they'll move the chains.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Well, there's a couple of things here, Malik. I think the flexibility starts with the newness of this roster. I think
First and 10 from the 41.
On paper, we still don't know how good this Atlanta team potentially could be when you look at a new front office in Ante Soler, their GM.
Williams off the play fake.
Alexander Walker.
He'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
I think you want a better feel. Remember, Trey Young is extension eligible until next June 30th, for $229 million. And then, Malik, I think from Trey Young's perspective, you're looking at this Atlanta team that's projected to finish 4th per ESPN bet in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
And you're saying, wait a minute, I'm looking at the market. We've got potentially 10 teams. We've got a third of next year's teams that have cap space here. Am I willing to commit long-term if I'm not liking where the price is right now? So I think this is going to be a slow play as far as where both sides are going to go. I do think there's a middle ground as far as reaching that commitment here, but I do think from Atlanta's perspective, you're looking, wait a minute, let's see how this roster fits before we're willing to commit long-term to Trey Young.
Really quick, Bobby, it's unlikely if they don't reach an extension by the time it's
Williams from the gun. Finds him over the middle. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
We never want that type of extension come to the park. When you're looking at this for Trey Young, do you think this is going to scare you?
Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Who are very high, who have festive wing defenders with lit. You go and get Alexander Walker, who can provide that scoring off the bench.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look at the numbers, and speaking of those assists, because everyone comes in and thinks, oh, Trey, he's a scoring point guard, but with the new coach and the new players, he's going to have to be more passing. I don't know if we have the graphic here. Thank you so much, Jay, on our amazing producers here. Every year,
Back-to-back carries here. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Because if you look at the landscape of the East, Celtics, Detroit, Orlando,
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Once again, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully, this turns out to be nothing.
We actually got to see a glimpse of Kristaps Porzingis, Trey Young's new teammate here, as he practices for Eurobasket. This one against Italy here. So this is Italy versus Latvia, Shanae. Kristaps Porzingis gets the hard screen.
After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2.
This is why they call him a unicorn.
and then also these are the plays that I love. Good attacking the rim.
From the 16. Set the screen here to Swift. That's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
If that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Blown back gets the handoff. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Team taking on Belgium here in this one. Shanae,
Maybe 2019. This is someone that can separate us.
yes, maybe it's a 7-footer that can shoot.
There's another for it. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. They'll get a couple, and now they face 3rd and goal from the 6.
When you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Is on his 3rd team with the Utah Jazz, and that has Utah has been really his most productive when you look at his numbers. The one most improved in 2023.
Williams to throw. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 3rd quarter lead. TJ for the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Santos now for the extra point.
They need good play. They need the
Extra point set in through the rain. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away.
This is a long game type of situation. We'll see how long it's hard to
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. No go play action here. It's McCarthy. Nice catch along the sideline. Awesome body control to stay in bounds there. Oh, but we've got a flag on the play. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
It sounds like a challenge that the Utah Jazz are going to have to try to figure out here over the next couple of months. They are seeing a lot of talking again during the course of his 4-year deal where he's making it.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow their lead on the turnover. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap. And that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I didn't hear your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming. And boy, did it pay dividends.
There needs to be some pressure when you get action. You gotta just you snap that ball inside of the hand.
Santos now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Bears double their lead to 14. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are
The other menace.
set to begin our second
Can't
half.
call him the other menace. We've got to find a better name.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down.
That is true. You do call me.
Vikings offense back to the field now.
Or you do just come in and say, hey, fat ass. And I'm here for it.
From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on a quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain of throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down carry for
Play Hulk.
Jones.
Those guys typically are better at coverage, and you've got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he got it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top.
He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Staying on the ground here with Jones. Again, he hits the 2nd level. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
With Jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. That's it in close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Take the game on the go, thanks to the steady stream. Just say, Major League Baseball.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. No question he won that exchange. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Yep. Go ahead, Steve. Go into the 4th quarter here. Less than a minute into the 4th. So Lynch leads.
Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First step down at the 40-yard line.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, with a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's how talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Second and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage, creating opportunities for big completions.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
I've been meaning, you know this week with you guys. Today, ran off to go prepare something. He's going to be back in just a second. But Nico, you moved up to 6 all-time, which is pretty incredible on the all-time scoring list. Let me
On first down, they'll run. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
What are you guys focusing on as you're trying to get prepared for the playoffs? Because I think this is going to be
another carry for him. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play, and he's getting worked on.
What we can do to make sure that we make the small plays. I think right now we've had a stretch of game where we're making really big plays, but keeping those small plays in perspective for us to come out on top is what we're trying to focus on. Right, those daily habits, those daily vitamins.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10.
You're zeroing in on, and that'll translate again to wins. Neka, you impress me for so many different reasons, but one of them is the many that you wear. And I'm hoping that you can put on your WNBA PA president's hat for just a moment here, because there's been so much conversation right now.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
The biggest help of our fans to be able to come out and negotiate an agreement that reflects our value. And Neka, when you look at these talks, if they land in the right place, where do you see the WNBA?
Here's the long back on the handoff. Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got the tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
That's all kind of heading in the direction that we see the future of this league growing. And there's no better way than to have that represented in the foundation of this league.
The throw is Williams. Ball's up on his back. They have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. This a 44-yard look from the right hash.
Shanae said, well, why don't you take the serious stuff, and then I got some stuff for Neka. So, Shanae, are you going to make an entrance back now?
Santos' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize